Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Reveal the Shield Jazz. Now, this was one of the sublines that came out around the time of the original Generations and Hunt for the Decepticons, just after the Revenge of the Fallen line. And this one had a little gimmick where they used the rub signs to determine the faction which the figure belonged to. Like in this one, you could just rub the rub sign on the top. It would reveal him to, well, provided I can get it to show enough, him to be an Autobot. Now obviously I put a repro label on the hood, so you can tell he's an Autobot anytime, but that's just something I did. That sticker wouldn't be there normally. But other than that sticker, Deco's done quite well. Very faithful to the G1 Jazz, but quite simplified as well. You can see the stripes are not quite as detailed as the original Jazz. In fact, let's just get the comparison out of the way now, since we're on that topic. As I was saying, you can tell the stripe detailing is not as intricate as the G1 figure. Then again, the G1 figure was using decals instead of paint, so there might have been a little cost effectiveness there. You can see the fours are in the right place. This one doesn't have the Meister stickers on him. Of course, this is a Takara version, so that's why that's there. But yeah, this is the Hasbro version, so right, it's fine. But all in all, looks okay. I wish the hubcaps were painted silver. That's always a gripe, but it is what it is. Jazz does look pretty good in this form. You see, doesn't roll quite well on this wooden surface, and I'm not sure if there's something at the bottom that's catching. It's hard to tell. But yeah, all in all, it does look good. I like the translucent headlights. I wish there were tail lights, but yeah, there aren't. Still, the front is done quite nicely. Could use some more paint or some repro labels. And repro labels would probably be easier. But yeah, all in all, I do like the car mode. Now for another comparison, since it's a new day, we got the Combiner Wars Streetwise. As you can tell, they're actually very similar in size, so it looks like Hasbro is actually getting the cars bigger. If we bring in Hoist from the last gen, he's a lot smaller. Well, not last gen, last series, the Thrilling 30. Yeah, so yeah, obviously the sizes are getting better for Combiner Wars and Titans Return, which is a good thing. And it's nice that they're keeping with this size, as Jazz is a really cool figure and goes great with the new gen anyway. But he does have one more feature, and that is you can open the doors, flip out these speakers, and you can do that on either side. And this kind of mimics a power that Jazz had in G1. So yeah, get these in place. Try to reclose the door. And yeah, you got your speakers, so you can do sonic attacks or just create a nice beat for everybody to dance to during parties. Because that's something else that Jazz likes to do. Party. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. But it's time we got him into robot mode and see how that looks. So here we have Jazz in his robot mode, and he is looking quite nice. A very well done, well proportioned robot, and very true to his G1 self. I do like it quite a bit. As you can see, he's mostly black and white with some bits of blue on his chest and on the legs, pretty much the paint detail from the car mode. But interestingly enough, his arms are actually black painted white, which is pretty cool. I mean, I get it. They had to gang mold a lot of these parts, so that works for me. And they did a good job of color matching, so it works. Now for articulation, you got a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. It's pretty good. Wrist swivel. They're actually ball jointed, so you get some movement there. Got a waist swivel, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and some movement at the toes. So yeah, nice amount of articulation, really well done. Also well done is the head sculpt, very much Jazz. And he does have light piping at for the visor. So if you get him behind a light, or get a light behind him, he will glow quite a bit, which is pretty cool. Now, for accessories, it actually stores underneath the hood of the car, but he gets a fold-out gun. And the fold-out gun looks pretty cool. Now the hinge is blue because this is off the G2 Jazz that came with a set. I just switched the gun because this Jazz holds this one better. And he just goes into his hand. So yeah, he can hold it quite well. I do like that. He can use the speaker gimmick here as well. And they do just flip out. So he can rock music out at his enemies or friends, whatever you want to do. But since these are on the C-clips, you can actually just pop them out. And they will clip onto the gun. Yeah, I'm probably doing this look silly, but it's what it is. Yeah, I wish this hood locked in, by the way. That would make this a lot better. But yeah, you can actually put the speakers onto the gun to make the barrel a lot bigger, or give it multiple barrels, however you want to look at it. But yeah, that's a big gun now. That looks pretty cool. But all in all, Jazz does look pretty cool. I like him. Now for comparisons, of course we gotta bring in his G1 self. And you can tell that Hasbro took a lot of cues from the G1 Jazz. Did not include a shoulder launcher for the new one though, which is sad, but not really necessary since he didn't use a shoulder launcher in the show. Also compare him to Combiner Wars Streetwise, just to get an idea on how the figures compare from then and now. They're actually just about at the same height, which is good. Bring in Hoist, who was the previous generation from Streetwise, and yeah, he's a little smaller, but not bad. But all in all, I do like Jazz. I think it's a great figure. Perfect addition to any collection. Definitely if you want a classics Jazz, this is the one to go for. But in any case, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.